Hey guys, how you doing? Dr. Lou Hilliard here, and today we got another episode of Ingersoll Lockwood. And of course, remember I did a video where we followed the rabbit hole and we deciphered a picture. Well, it comes to find out that somebody emailed me and said they have another picture up for me to check it out and decipher it. But before we get into there, I want to I forgot to mention something in my last video, but Ingersoll Lockwood, if you guys remember, or don't even maybe not even know, that was a name of a late 18th century author, and he wrote books called Baron Trump's Adventures and Baron Trump's Underground Adventures and Baron Trump's Adventures, and he also wrote a book called The Last President, which is right here, all by a guy named what? Ingersoll Lockwood, back in the 1800s, 1893, 1888, all in those times, he was writing books about President Trump and Baron Trump. But yet when you go to this website, they don't want to say nothing, because they say right here that they are not a part of the QAnon by any means necessary. They're not part of that. And why would a large corporation that funds strategic investments for Space Force and for some of the latest and greatest technologies, and they offer some of the greatest scientists in the world. And of course we got the chevron here in the middle, and you got the Polaris star, and of course we've seen that on Star Trek. We've seen the chevron that makes up the BP. We've seen the chevron that makes up the Chevron gas station. We have seen this regurgitated so many times and used and reused, and understand that of course there's always that Illuminati symbol showing that, and we'll go into another video. But as one of my viewers sent me, or one of my emails that I got, that it said, hey, check out the new rabbit in the rabbit hole. So of course, bam, I did, and look what I got. I got a whole nother puzzle here to decipher for you guys today. So let's just dive right into it and not mess around too much. So, of course, we go right here, and I like to read from the right to the left. And we got the top hat. And this top hat, of course, if you remember from my last video, magicians wear top hats. And magicians pull rabbits out of the top hat. Magic, black magic. Not only do magicians wear top hats, but also morticians wear top hats. Going to the morgue, bringing a dead body in the 18th century. Top hats were worn by morticians and stuff like that. Also, who wear top hats are the rich and the elite. They would wear top hats and ties. Black tie affair with tails on their jackets. So they're rich and elite. On this, you can see that there are several squirrely circles that go off into a branch. Those are actually 666s. So we got some sixes there. The feather represents reaching into the higher realm. So it's something that you can be proud of, something that can help you bring some advantage to you. That's why Indians wore feathers in their hair during battle, to get the extra advantage from tapping into the next spiritual realm of their ancestors. So then we're going to go now to the watch. We discussed this watch before. Of course, the watch hand is on, I could say the 3 or the 6. So we can round them up a little bit ways, but if it's on the 6, we got 6-1, so because that's 16, and we got 1-1. So you got 3 1s and a 6. You got, so what, 3 1s and a 6, there's your 666. You got here also, it might look like a 3 times 11. 3 times 11 is what? 33. 33 is a Mason number. We also have a lightning bolt that's going down, that's hitting this watch there, possibly bringing in God's wrath right into the demonic organization. And we already see here we got Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is one of the largest satanic businesses in the world, also the largest childhood trafficker business in the world, is all done in Walt Disney World. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. That's where when you bring your kids and they want to go there, you're literally bringing them to the most one of the most wicked places. Of course, there's your Mickey Mouse cups. Your Mickey Mouse cup spelled upside down. Everything is inverse. Remember, in Satanism and stuff like that. So there it is. Mickey Mouse spells wicked when you have it in the water. You got that mirrored effect. What was up, what is above, so is below. What is above, so is below. And they play. And also remember, guys, these satanic organizations, they speak. Their language is symbols, not words. Okay, words are only used to cast spells. So now let's go right here. We're going to go over to the rabbit. And of course, we discussed this rabbit before. We got the rabbit. The rabbit's holding. It might be 903. 903. You inverse it. You got a 6 and 3 6s. You have that. You also have. He's holding the clock up to the ear as well as he's pointing at the time, meaning the time is up. He's hearing the clicking going there. He's also got a skull right there. Right there's a skull right in his jacket pocket, the skull of death. This rabbit does not look too healthy at all. He's already missing an ear. That is not a coincidence, guys. Everything is for a reason. Everything is for a reason. So now we go over here and we see this guy. Oh, there we go. We got another mouse. A mouse that wears what? Overalls. Just like that mouse. And that mouse is wearing what? He's riding on a life preserver. Literally a class 4 cylindrical life ring. They call it a life ring. And what is the life ring for? The life ring saves lives. It's a symbol for high visibility, orange, and some eye-catching. It's made to perform emergency rescues. Emergency rescues. Who's getting rescued? Rescued from where? The largest trafficking ring ever. Disneyland. They're rescuing the children from Disneyland. They're rescuing the children from Disneyland. But let's take this even further. So now we know that the orange ring is the rescue, means life-saving buoy, the life ring buoy. Okay, so now let's even take it further. What else is there? They're telling us, they're not giving us the Mickey Mouse. They're giving us a mouse in overhauls. So I typed in mouse in overhauls, and what did I find? Mouse in overhaul, meaning, and I find here the Adventures of Overhaul's Mouse. Now, this here is going to really blow you away. Also, this mouse is he an old mouse? No, he's a pretty young mouse here. So let's click on this. So here's the adventures. Now look at this. That looks like what? A little boy. A young prepubescent little boy in the Adventures of Overall's Mouse. Now this shit is really getting into it. Oh, here's another little boy in a mouse. In the heart of Mudville, a place known for its endless mud pits, lived a unique creature known as Overall's Mouse. The mouse wasn't like others. He loved playing in the mud. What do you guys think that mud is? So there's your Overall's Mouse, and he loves to play and run in the mud pits. But look at that picture. Have you ever seen that picture? Just about every Instagram photo that you see of a selfie of a girl is just like that. That is also an anime face as well. It's actually also used in pornography. Don't want to get too much into that, but childhood pornography as well, where they cross their eyes and stick out their tongue and do crazy weird faces and anime, I want to say is what it's called. So there he goes again. He loves to play, looks at his reflection in the puddle, sticking out his tongue, giggling at his muddy reflection. His muddy reflection is, what do you think it is? What do you think the mud pit sex pits are? What do you think the mud pit and sex pits are? Here's a mouse. He loves the squishiness and feeling of the mud underneath his tiny paws. This shit is sick. There's a little kid, a little mouse, hiding, and he finds a golden key. He runs away with his golden key. What is this elderly mouse doing with the little mouses? He got him tied up as he puts his key in his pocket. And he's playing in the mud. I'm going to speed it up a little bit, but I just want you to understand. Oh, here's the little kid mouse. He's in the tunnels. He's in the tunnels, guys. And out is a wonderful garden where all the little mice go and play from underneath the tunnels, underground. And then he has to go back from underneath the tunnels, and he goes and finds his friends, and he says goodbye. This is a demented story of a little mouse going in the tunnels, finding the Garden of Eden, where there's all kinds of other little kids that he can play with. Now, let's even take this further, because we got to look at this. Now, I want to show you something, guys. Right here. Right here. And I'm sorry if this video is long, because it needs to be. Who do you think that is in the clouds? Do you see him? Do you see the outline? You see, right there is his head. Here's his shroud. Back it up a little bit for you. That is, oh, excuse me, guys. I gotta put my charger in. Let me get back up there. Let me find it. That's Jesus Christ. That's Jesus right there. See him? That's Jesus. Jesus is coming. Jesus is coming. And Jesus is lightning is striking the 666 and the stopwatch 666. He's destroying them. Also, look where they're in. They're in some type of bay. They're in some, is that Maui? Is that the Florida coast? What is that coastline? Is that Israel? Does the mouse in the boat equal the patriots are coming by sea and air, going under to get the kids in the tunnels and saving them? Is the warships going to Israel? Is that a distraction to get the corporation out of the way? So the patriots, and what I mean by the corporation, I mean the corporation of the United States is military, which is run by Joe Biden, the corrupt corporation, the satanic corporation, sent their boats to where? They sent them to Israel. Is that Israel? Is that Jesus above Israel? There he is. There's Jesus Christ. He's above Israel. Is that the American ships? Is it a trick on them to get all of their corporation army out of the country and out of the way so the patriots can take over? I don't know. You guys tell me. Here again, Dr. Lou Hilliard is going for another good, quick trip down the rabbit hole.